Alright, so we've got M60A1s. We do have Bradleys. The Bradleys will be giving us a big hand here because they actually are, you know, pretty nasty with their toes. But the M60A1's going to make this more complicated, which is what I want. Makes things more fun. Oh no. Oh no. It's this one. Oh god. So this is going to end in tears. I can already tell. Every time it gives me this position to defend, it ends horribly. No matter which fucking faction I'm playing. Really enjoyed watching a flight over Chernobyl restream. Yeah, I'll have to do it in a helicopter. I think maybe next Misfit stream we'll grab a helicopter and we'll do it. Because I really do need to do that again. It's been a while. Oh, so this is an issue where, like, grass and leaves appear between the two gun sight overlays for the gunner's primary sight on the M60A1. It's a known issue. It'll get fixed. Just pretend you don't see it. It's pretty low on the priority list at the moment, which is the only reason it still exists. I'm going to tell these guys to halt. Oh, we got aircraft coming in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and manually position them so they're a little more covered. Because if I just leave it up to them, they'll park out in the open and get shot in the face. So, like, we'll park this guy here. Who's that? Oh! Phantoms! They look like German ones too, because they're carrying cluster bombs. Pair of them. Alright. Now that the distraction has passed, let's get this guy back off this hill. My concern here is they'll come from across the valley and roll our flank, but the thing is, every time I position tanks to cover our right flank across the valley, I get impatient. I think, okay, well, they can't be attacking from this direction across the high ground, otherwise they would have got here already. And right as I think that to myself, I get shot in the face, or usually in the side, from over there. So what we're doing today is we're going to just roll up all our tanks on this berm, except maybe the number 4 over here. And this guy will be... I mean, we've got our M113 and our Bradley over here to act as sentries, or a TOW, whatever it was that we had. What do we have? Oh, we don't have a Bradley, we have a TOW. This is the one with the bug description. So we got a TOW and a couple of 113s, but we'll give them an M60 over here as well. Just as additional cover. He says, nearly rolling into an artillery shell. Look, I'm just going to leave him here. If I take him much further out than that... Oh, Jesus Christ. Much further out than that, he will get shot. I'll just stay with him for a moment, so I can scope out that tree line. Is that incoming, or was that shrapnel? Must have been shrapnel. Yep. Oh, it's artillery hitting the buildings is what that is. They could. They absolutely could. Alright. I'm satisfied this guy will cover that flank, so I'll swap back to my platoon commander. What's the range on that? Kind of hard to tell, because it's right on the top of that crest. It's like, there's no way that's 14, surely. Let me find something that's a little more... That tree, maybe? 800, 900 meters, that sounds more like it. Now the problem is, because I'm so low to the ground here, it means that they're going to be basically right on top of us before I get a warning that they're coming. But on the other hand, ditto, that works both ways. And with 3 tanks here, I'm hoping we can quickly work them down as they roll over the berm without taking too many losses. We're not too exposed. I kind of will position this one a little more carefully. Grass is annoying, but I have to live with it. Axis 2. The thing is, it tells you Axis 2, and then they come down there and across the valley anyway. So I'm going to leave these guys here. I'm going to go back to my number 4. I'm going to back him up a little because he's exposed. We're going to start looking for movement. Jesus. Oh, fuck, I don't see it. It's behind the grass. It's obstructed, I don't see it. We have to roll out of cover here. Jesus. Go back to the auxiliary site so I know when the gun's obstructed. There was a tank to the right, wasn't it? Shit. Shit. Bigger threat. We just took a hit. Transmission's out. We are immobilized. We are now a bunker. Oh, no! I saw the round that killed me. Shit. So he'll be coming from over there. What do we got over here? Anything? No, that flank's good for now. This guy's covering my left. BMPs. So we got the sound bug again. That's a on and off thing. It happens some patches, like when you switch vehicles after getting blown up. You won't have engine sounds in the new vehicle. I don't know what causes it. Not an issue. Comes and goes. One of those. But it's not a big deal. Just in case you were wondering why it suddenly got very quiet. That's the reason. Oh, fuck! Where was the tank? It's over here somewhere. Remember I said before about the T-55 having so many ammo racks, it's like watching a fireworks factory go, they just constantly pop over and over and over again. That's what I meant. It's awesome to watch, like in a horrifying kind of way. Ooh, off goes the turret. Okay, that's our other tank. We missed something. Hey! Jesus. We just lost our loader. So now we got really slow reloads to deal with. This game is stressful in all the right ways. Okay, he just cooked. There's something missing. That's our tow tube. He was probably the first one to get killed. Shit. Oh, and I'm caught in the open too. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I know. I gotta move. Shit. He's gonna be pretty difficult to hit with heat at this distance. I'm gonna have to actually use my rangefinder because I need to get an accurate range on him, otherwise there's no hope of hitting him with heat. I think he's dead. He's just bouncy for some reason. He's excited. He's excited to be dead. There's probably something stuck under him, actually. Like a case stub off a fucking T-72 or something. Sometimes the T-72s drive over their own case stubs and they go flying. It's very funny. Oh shit, that's right, dead loader. Oh. Right. Something just exploded behind me as well. Hope not. That would not be a good sign. Right, he's rolling towards us, so we're going to dial it back to 800, because he's probably covered about 200 meters in the time it took us to reload. Oh, shit! Yep. Time for this. Might not kill him, but it might damage his weaponry or something. Oh, if only he'd perked up a bit more, I could have got him through the floor, maybe. Okay, his engine's burning. That tank's gonna be right on top of me. Hey! Good rinse. You can kill a T-55 with a 50 cal, but it's very difficult, and I would not recommend attempting it. It's a weapon of last resort, and you have to be, like, really close, because you've got to basically shoot them straight down the barrel of their coaxial machine gun, or down their gun sight tube. It's the only way to get a 50 cal round through the turret. Through the hole that's already there. If you're wondering why I haven't bothered to restock Sabo rounds when I got a tank to fight, it's because it takes, like, over a minute or something to restock your ready rack with a dead loader, so it would actually hurt me here rather than help me. Hello. Oh, fuck. Yep, 50 cal it is! Oh! Yes! Yes! Come on! Fucking got him. And yet there must still be something, because the mission's not over yet. Turbo Priest! Holy shit, long time no see, dude. Hope you've been well. Good to see ya. That was some of that NDP ingenuity right there. God damn. Alright. This guy can still move at least, so we're gonna make him fall back to our defensive position, and then I'm gonna take the M60 that isn't blown to crap on a little adventure to see if I can figure out where the remaining enemy are. And I might as well restock this guy, because he's not going to be doing... Oh, you can't restock with a dead loader, sorry, that's right. So, I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. We're just going to pull this guy back, since he's out of commission, there's no point going hunting with him. I still don't know why he's so excited, but... The physics glitches are getting less and less common as the game develops, but they still happen from time to time. Stop by one of the houses and recruit a new loader? Yeah, if only. We can't even use our coax because the fucking breach is damaged. Won't fire. So we've only got the main gun with one round every fucking 30 seconds or so because of the dead loader. And the 50 cal, Commander's 50 cal. Which has just made a name for itself there. That's a fucking Congressional Medal of Honor for our commander, I think. He's still scanning, which is good news. It means he's not dead yet. He's dead. That was the first tank we lost right there. I'm just reversing all the way up because I don't know where the last remaining enemy is, and I don't want to find out by turning my back to drive back to the farm, only to get shot in it. So we'll keep the front towards enemy. I have a suspicion I might know where the last guy is. Or there might even be more than one. Can't get rid of that BMP. So, as I was saying earlier in the stream, even a humble machine gun is a threat to a fucking main battle tank if it gets close enough. Because what I did there is exactly what I described before. I just put a fucking 50 cal round straight down his gun sight, through the telescope, through the gunner's head, into an ammo rack. And it had enough energy when it got there to touch off one of the rounds. Tad too reliable? Maybe. It's, like, the thing is, it's not ballistic glass covering the fucking gun sight. Just pull this guy back into here. Oh, rip. If I can survive this and clear out the remaining enemy with my surviving intact tank, this might be the first time I've actually successfully completed this defense mission in, God, months probably. Oh, we need to do a restock. So we'll do that now, while we're moving. We'll also battle sight the gun, so 1200 meters battle sight. There's probably someone down here. Cheers for the follow, Alabama. Appreciate it. Hope you've been enjoying the show. Yeah, the BMPs are generally resistant to 50 cal, even from behind, because the fuel tank rear doors, right? They absorb the rounds. But it's not 100%. Like, if you hit them enough from a perpendicular angle, particularly in the sides, like under the sponsons, you will usually get at least one round through. And it only takes one good round into the engine, or especially into the ammunition, and you'll kill it. So I think what I did was I hit his engine, and then I either touched off his ammunition with another round, or the fire spread. I'm not sure which. This is going to have to be one of those few missions where I actually do turn on the... turn off the filter for, like, small caliber hits, so I can see what my 50 cal actually hit. I normally have it turned off because it spams the damage log, but it's definitely worth seeing this time. The other thing is the, I think the belts for the M85 are different than the belts for the fucking M2, and so the M2 seems more reliable at punching through thin armor. Okay, we are now restocked. Taking it nice and slow, because I really don't want to get a surprise gift through the side armor at this point. We've come so far, we don't want to let ourselves down now. Hey, Smolkoy. We just blew up a T-55 with a 50 caliber machine gun. I'm feeling pretty good, man. Pretty good. My loader was dead, so I had no other option, so I just hosed him with the 50, and one found its mark. Now we got to figure out where the... well, not the Soviets, where the East Germans are hiding their last, like, 1 or 2 effective vehicles. So we can clear out this area and call it a win. Usually, they're down in there somewhere. There's a lot of trees that they could get themselves hung up on, so it's possible they're stuck in one of these tree lines, because, as we've seen earlier, the AI still struggle with the concept of driving out of a forest. They're slowly getting there, but it is very slow. We'll go around the back here, along this spur, through the trees, around the back, around here and then hook in from the bottom. And if we haven't found them by the time we come around the bottom of this hill, then they might even be, like, way out. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, it's a fucking BRDM. It's one of their scouts. Hey, buddy. We'll keep moving, because I don't particularly want to get gamered through my gun sight like I did to them. There we go. We're going to back off onto the high ground here, and then we're going to look back down through that clearing that we saw before, because if there's anybody else that's still alive, they'll be withdrawing through it. As you can see, at 10 kilometers an hour, the gun sight, like the gunner's primary sight, is kind of stable. So you can still kind of use it at low speeds. No way! Oh, you shit. Don't you dare. The fuck did you come from? No! Look, I have one tank left. Can he do it? We've got one shot at this because our loader's fucking dead. Unfair plane. He camped bush. Where is he? There you are, you shit. Fuck off. Jesus Christ, man. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get some screenshots. This is probably one of the most intense engagements I think I've had in this game. So we're gonna get some cinematic screenshots of this shit. And then we'll have a look at the after action. Should be a interesting one. Very interesting one. Make sure we get the tanks burning up on the ridgeline in shot. There we go. Hey, Apok. Good to see you, man. God damn. Just an absolute slaughter. For both sides. Quite often you get like very one-sided engagements in this. This one was anything but. This was anything but. Let's even get a overhead of like everything that's been knocked out. I think that's everything. There we go. So let's have a look at the after action. But that's not the right key. This is the right key. We're going to get rid of the filter for player shots only. We're going to get rid of the small caliber. We're going to get rid of the fire support as well, because I think one of the artillery hits actually fucked up my my number 4 tank, the one that I got knocked out first. So I want to have a look at that. So the first hits were artillery, which is to be expected. That one... If that house hadn't been there, that might have actually hit underneath my engine and immobilized me right there. Oh, okay. Oh. No, it was overpressure. Okay. Because it doesn't show overpressure, right? In the damage log. So it would have been overpressure from probably that hit. Or that hit. Probably, oh sorry, not that one, that one. Probably the first one though, because I feel like the roof would have eaten most of the overpressure off this. And then that was the killing blow right there. Snuck it in around the side of the mantlet, straight into the ammunition. Well, all the fragments went straight into the ammunition. As you can see, destructible walls aren't a thing yet. That's yet to be implemented. That's why you can just drive through them like they're not there, but it's planned. Same as knockable trees. The trees aren't knockdownable at the moment, but it is planned. Don't worry. Never fear. Yeah, that was the one we saw. In fact... Yeah. No, that would have been the one we saw, I think. Because this one's closer to Gunner's primary site, but I would have already been dead by then. So this is him getting blasted with coax off the T-55s. Took one to the knee. Whoa. Lucky. Very lucky. Not so lucky. Took off the upper half of the commander and then blew up the tank. The gunners on the 113s probably died to artillery overpressure. Because they're exposed, right? They're out in the open, so overpressure is actually dangerous for them versus vehicles where you have to get a pretty close miss for it to do anything. Oh hey, he's got his do they all have that? The, like, snorkel down there? I thought that it was usually on the back of the... or the side of the turret. I don't play the T-55 enough, clearly. In fact, I think, as well... I don't know, maybe it's always been like that. As well as, you know, playing these campaign missions, I think we'll definitely have to do a T-55 mission... That was the one I saw that killed me, I think. That was the one I saw. Because, yeah, look, it hit directly onto the gunner's primary site, and it made a mess. Holy fuck. It actually went through the AUX site. It went through the AUX site. That's a heat round. It came through the fucking penetration in the mantlet. Whoops, let me turn the speed on the free cam down. It went through the mantlet there, slid down the fucking tube, and then detonated inside the auxiliary site, and just, like, sprayed. Just sprayed the inside of the turret completely. Yeah, exactly. And if you look at it, because this is volumetric, right? So the size of the white bar is the size of the actual projectile. If you look at it, the size of that penetration is probably... I don't know how big it is in real life, but, like, it's a 100mm shell. So if that's a 10cm... Let's have a look at the size of the muzzle. Maybe not. Maybe it's like 5cm or something. You would think it would be wider than the optic, but the rounds are, I think, volumetric. They might be points. You'd have to ask Josh. But I swear he said that the rounds are too. Either way, it would have penetrated regardless, and it just completely just turned the inside of the tank into a charnel house. That would not be pleasant to have to clean up. Well, it was like for a while, 152mm, like TOWs, which are 152mm, would slip down the muzzles of 125mm guns and go straight through them. So I think maybe it's like volumetric, but there's a margin of error or something, because they wouldn't do that with narrower orifices, but they do it for 125. So I don't know. I honestly don't know, man. I have to ask Josh. It might just be one of those unlucky things that it shouldn't, but it happens sometimes. Like occasionally you'll see 50 cal rounds penetrate the side armor of a T-55. It shouldn't, but if you throw enough projectiles at it, eventually your CPU will sneeze and one will get through. What? What did I say? Simbat55, thanks for the follow. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I know it's been a bit of a up and down stream, but it's been a fun one, I think. This is the world's bravest 113, getting the attention of a T-55 by shooting at it. Now, what I just said about sometimes you get lucky or the T-55 gets unlucky and a 50 cal comes through. He didn't get lucky, apparently. He just made it really mad, because then it just deleted him. I'm not sure what this fella hoped to achieve. In fact, he made it so angry, it shot him... Well, it didn't just shoot him. It shot him twice, and its buddy shot him once. So then we've got BMPs. This is where I was starting to... I switched back to the platoon leader, and I was starting to hit these guys as they rolled towards us. That was the one that rolled up my flank and nearly killed me. Like, it was looking right at me as it blew up. Oh, that's a meaty shot. So this is when I took the platoon lead tank to go and clean up. So we did a bit of a job on the loader and the commander of that tank. Then we got him. This is the one that drove up at me, and then we got this guy as well. Made a nice mess of him. And then this is where we took a shot from the left. So that was from T-55. The M60's cupola is really tall, so it's like you might think you're in cover, but that thing will still get hit. But on the plus side, the shape of it means, because it's not a dome, right? It's kind of more like the shape of a Smarty, right? Or a UFO shape, flying saucer shape. And so a lot of the time, the spalling will go in through the top, curve down the inside upper wall, and then it'll get trapped in like the corner of the UFO shape, and it won't bounce down into the fighting compartment. It's like the one virtue this stupid-ass fucking Tower of Babel has, is that it'll bait shots, but it'll usually eat the subsequent spalling without going into parts of the tank that are more sensitive to it. Also has a 50 cal attached, which is useful sometimes, as we saw. So that one just crushed into the turret. That's where we got him back. It was kind of a marginal shot. Like, it barely fucking hit him. And then he got me back, so it was a mutual kill. I killed him right as he killed me. Or actually, hang on, no, this wasn't... Was this the one where he killed me? Yeah, it was, because that other M60's dead. Holy shit! This is the one where I lost the loader. Oh my god. So I lost the loader here. This is what killed the loader. But... we got really lucky. Really, really lucky, because look at this. One of them, like, cut through the bottom of the propellant casing. One of them bounced off the same propellant casing. Another one skimmed around the outside of it. How did this not kill me? This one crushed into a heat warhead. Holy shit, dude. Well, at least now we know why the loader was dead. I'm pretty sure there was no putting him back together after that. But, like, god damn. I cannot believe my tank survived that hit. And then that's where I just kind of reflexively shot at him. Crushed by impact angle. Oh, you know why? Look at it. Look where it landed. It hit the coax port and crushed against the side of it. So all the explosive filler would have just gone into the coax port and got jammed in there. And there's his gun sight you can see poking out there from behind the little glass window. And then this is the BMP rolling up on me with me just hosing for all I'm worth with 50 cal and hoping I would do something to it before it shot me in the face. I think I might have actually damaged its gun, perhaps, with that shot through the barrel. That one there might have damaged its gun, I'm not sure. Because it didn't shoot at me either way. Right there, I should have aimed a little lower, and I might have got it through the floor as it came over the hill. Could have got one through the ammo rack, maybe. I mean, we got it anyway, but it might have just been a little safer doing that. Let's see, this is where I'm starting to get angles on it. And then right around there. Aha! So we hit the gunner in the leg, just kind of skimmed his ankle. And then we hit it in the oil reservoir a bunch, which I guess was what set it on fire, maybe? Not sure. Then this was the heat round on the T-55, which just hit it in the worst possible place. He nearly got me with a Sabo in return. And then the panic spray begins. What happened here? Huh. This might have been one of those 50 cal CPU oopsie moments, or it could well be that the 50 cal actually somehow penetrated right through his gun barrel and then slid down it partway. This wasn't the one that killed him. This didn't actually do anything. But it kind of wanged off the barrel there. Then inside the... Yeah, that's a weird geometry. That's really weird. It's like it's skipping around the inside of the armor face. Exited the turret? No. It, crushed into the wall there. Oh! No, you know what it probably is? Desync. So they did make an adjustment to the after action report system, because a lot of people were getting confused by desync, where, like, you know, a shot lands a meter away from a tank, but it says it hit it, or, you know, a shot goes through a tank, but it says it missed. Because the after action report snapshot is taken at a specific point in time, not like it can't show the whole timeline, it takes it at a specific point in time. And I think that point was when the round hit, and I think they changed it. Like, Kavi was saying it was changed recently. I forget what the criteria is now, but it was changed so that people would, like, stop complaining about supposed ghost shells. So, having said that, I know they're still desync because I saw some the other day. So this might have actually... If you consider he's keeping his gun pointed at me, as he gets closer, his gun's going to be swinging right. Yeah? So probably what happened is it either slid down the length of the gun barrel on the outside, or it may have even gone inside of it, and then it bounced... No, it came down the outside. That's what happened, because you can see it's following the gun barrel, and then see how the gun barrel kind of cones out towards the fucking breach? It pinged off that, and then skipped probably, like, from here, like, between the, maybe over the gun trunnion or something, and then inside the fighting compartment. That's probably what happened. Like, it looks weird, but I can kind of see how it happened, and it kind of makes sense to me. So, it wasn't what killed him anyway. It didn't do anything. Yikes. I didn't even realize that he did that. Came through the fighting compartment, hit the gun lift. So you'll notice that, like, hitting the gun lift or the stabilizer or the traverse gears doesn't jam your turret up. I don't know if that's planned. I personally would prefer if it was a thing, but I don't know if they're planning to go that much in detail, because people complain even more about why can't I repair. But I think if you hit something like... If you hit one of the important mechanisms for turning the turret or elevating the gun, it should knock it out. Or at least make it run slower. Like, there should be a penalty, I think. But I guess we'll see where we go with it. Because it's still pretty early days, and the devs are generally, you know, pretty keen to make people have to learn things the hard way, so... I'm lucky that I had so little ammo in the turret. The loader's already dead, so him getting his fucking femoral artery punched through doesn't really matter. The gunner got wounded by this. So the gunner's, like, got a massive chunk out of his left wrist, if his hand's even still attached. And then it went through his fucking side, out past his fucking kidney somewhere, and then rendered the commander a fucking eunuch before going out the back of him and hitting the firewall. Fuck. So the commander's just, you know, had the family jewels blown away, and he's still hammering away on that 50 cal like his life depends on it, because it does. And now we're starting to get close. So again, that'll be a desync thing. It looks like it's phasing through the turret, but actually you can kind of see here, it does go through. Something to note is where this cutout is for the gun sight, it's kind of a stepped cutout, so the armor here is really, really thin, but it gets thicker and thicker the further you get away from the slot. But you can actually kind of see the geometry of it there. Like, there's a gap behind this little slit here. and it would have gone in through that. And then through the, or alongside the gun sight, past the gunner's head, straight through the commander's upper torso, and straight through, first of all, a propellant casing, and then a fucking high explosive round. Which is why it exploded so violently. So yeah, the commander might not be having any kids anytime soon, but he just earned himself a Medal of Honor at least. In fact, a second one went through even, and also hit the same 2 rounds. So yeah, pretty convincing. Then that's the BRDM getting killed. That's our tank getting blown to shit, so it's a posthumous Medal of Honor, I guess. Fucking BMP gunners, man. They're so dangerous. And then this is him getting avenged by my last semi-functional tank. That was wild. That was such a good run. That one? No, that was him. So this was my other tank that got himself blown up right at the start. Or not at the start, but like early on. Because remember, I was coming back down the hill and he just got sniped, so I was like, fuck. So I went back to old mate here. Because this was the... Hang on. You might be right. Let me check. No, you're right. You're right. It is. It's not posthumous then. Because, yeah, this guy's got a full fucking turret rack. And you can't restock with a dead loader, so... this Chad is in fact my hero commander right here. That's his tank. Like, him and the gunner are so fucked up, I'm surprised they can even fight. They're probably on the verge of going into fucking hypovolemic shock. And they still have it in them to knock out the last BMP. Just, you gotta fucking kneel to these boys. You gotta fucking kneel to them. Because, yeah, I brought these guys back and parked them, and then the other one I took out to do a scouting run. You're right. What a fucking run of that mission. That's insane. I think that's the first time I've actually successfully defended that farm on that mission in months, if potentially ever. Because that's really difficult to do, because even if you know which flank they're coming from, they tend to pop up where you don't expect them to, and usually from 2 directions at once. I feel like I need something a bit stronger than tea after that. All told, that's a trade I'm willing to make right there.